Rocky Robinson from the Hawaiian monk seal research program with NOAA, and with me is Angela Amlin, NOAA's Hawaiian monk seal recovery coordinator.
And for folks who've been following the saga of Rocky and Kaimana over the last 44 days, we just wanted to provide an update to folks that Kaimana was relocated early this morning. She is adjusting very well at her new beach, has been swimming around and exploring, hauled out and snoozing on the sand. And so just wanted to provide folks with an update of what's gone on over the past 24 hours or so. We received a report yesterday at about 1:30 p.m. For folks who were watching on the live cam, you actually saw it happen, saw 2 seals go out and only 1 come back, which was Kaimana. That is the first time, I believe, that we've ever caught the moment of weaning on camera, so thanks to Civil Beat for that. And so after we got the report that Rocky had left, we began monitoring. We monitored all afternoon, and we actually had staff stay on the beach overnight. Once we were certain that Rocky would not be returning, we made the decision to relocate Kaimana early this morning while it was cool and while the crowds were lower on the beach in order to reduce potential stress to the animal. And I'm going to turn it over to Stacy to tell you a little bit about how that went on.
Sure. So we got here before dawn, and Kaimana was playing in the water like an adorable little seal pup. And we were starting to think she would never fall out on the sand, but around 7:30 she started to haul out, and so around 7:30 we got suited up in our coveralls so that we could keep seal things and people things from transferring. And so a team of 4 of us plus the veterinarian approached her with a net, a stretcher net with poles through the sides of it so that it's easy to carry. And she, after her night out on the water, she was pretty tired, so she was actually pretty easy to handle. She was very amenable. We got her in the net and basically picked her up and took her to a cage that we put in our truck and drove that to her new home. And then once we were there, we did kind of a full workup. She got a lot of identifiers on her. She got a satellite tag so that we'll be able to track her movements, and we'll certainly be giving people updates on how she's doing and adapting to her new area. She got some nice red flipper tags that have a number on them. Her number is RJ58, and for those that know our science speak, Rocky was RH58, so she's kind of following in her mom's lineage in that way. So she got the flipper tag. She also got a pit tag, like the little scan tags that your pets might get. We took some blood samples so we can look at just her general health parameters, and we also vaccinated her against morbillivirus. And the last thing we did was we also measured her. Her girth around the fat part of her chest was 114 centimeters, so that's a nice, fat, healthy seal. And so after all of that workup, we just sort of stepped away and gave her some space to sort of, recover, get her bearings, and after a few minutes, she sort of turned her head towards the water, realized the beach was there, and then did her little fat roll galump down the beach and went into the water. It was really great to see.
So just one question, because I did notice that you guys were getting ready to vaccinate her and stuff here in Kaimana Beach, but then decided just to scoop her up and go. What went into that decision?
The biggest parts of it were kind of always assessing on the fly as we're going. The biggest part of it was just wanting to get her more quickly to a quiet area. Our team is really professional and good at what we do, but none of us loves a crowd of 100 people or so watching us while we're doing something as sensitive as working with an animal, and just to get her into a quiet spot and then in her new spot, so that when we are done and we step away, instead of going into a cage to then take a car ride, when we were done and stepped away, she could just let herself get into the water and go her own way.